I just want to mention Burp Suite. It's a piece of software that is vital if you are doing um, web application testing. Um, there are alternatives. You can use things like Zap from the OWASP Foundation, so we'll mention those as well. But I'm just going to mention and look at setting up Burp Suite. Now, Burp Suite Community Edition comes pre-installed in Kali. However, I would recommend purchasing a professional version, particularly if you are going to do paid security testing for web applications. Um, it is reasonably priced and an excellent tool. So please go and get a copy of Burp Suite from the PortSwigger guys. So let's look at using it. So if you're in a copy of Kali, if you click on the little Kali dragon symbol, you can find all of the cool tools and things that are installed using the GUI. Equally, you can start typing in the search box and you'll find your copy of Burp Suite. If you've installed Burp Suite Pro, that'll be on here as well. So we're just going to dive into the Community Edition. I'm going to click on Next and use the defaults. So the thing I want to look at today is just using Burp Suite as a proxy. It can do way more than that, but I just want to look at the proxy setup. Now, in the proxy tab, it has its own browser, perfectly good browser, and some of the tools integrate with the browser. However, for today's video, I just want to look at integrating with Firefox. So the great people over at PortSwigger, they don't make it so you can only use their browser. You can actually use any browser you want. So we're just going to use Firefox today. So I'm going to jump into Firefox. And in Firefox, if you click on the menu for the settings and go down to settings, scroll all the way to the bottom, you will find network settings. If we go in here, now some people use a proxy switcher like Foxy Proxy. We're just going to manually set it. Once it's set up the first time, you're pretty much set to go. So I can switch between no proxy or manual proxy quite easily. In manual proxy, you'll want to go to yourself pretty much. So that's 127.0.0.1, the IP address for local host. And the default for Burp Suite is 8080, so you might as well use 8080. Use any port you want, but then when you go into Burp Suite, you'll just need to change it and tell it what port you want to use. But why not just use 8080? It's the default. Also use this for HTTPS, and that for me looks all good. That's how I've mine set, so I'll say OK. So whenever I want to switch between having Burp Suite on or off, I can just change it by just throwing these switches here. So let's have it on for now. We'll click there, and then what we'll do is we'll browse out to a website like that. And then if we turn intercept on and refresh the page, what happens is Burp Suite's intercept grabs the request before it goes off to the web server, so I can make changes to it or have a look at what's happening. When I'm happy with it, I can forward the request, I can drop the request, or I can turn intercept off and it'll go off to the web server. All right, so that's it really. It's as easy as that. When I'm not using Burp Suite, so if we close that, what will happen is you'll get this proxies refusing connections. So all you do is you go in your settings again, go down to here, go to the bottom, say you don't want a proxy. I leave those in. I leave the ports in and I leave the address in. I just say OK, and then I can use my application. Which application was I in? Like that. Refresh, and the page will just work normally. Now, a couple of things. I want to show you the PortSwigger website. So this is where you get a copy of Burp Suite Pro. As I say, fully recommend it. The other thing I like about PortSwigger is their academy is excellent. They've got lots of training materials and interesting things around web application testing. For balance, you can also go to the OWASP Foundation's website. They've got lots of cool things on their website as well. And again, you could look at things like Zap and the free tools that are available from OWASP. So take a look at those. And as always, when you get a chance, look at the Cyber Scheme website and have a look at the training and assessments that we've got to offer.